Cold. I have the sniffles. So aggravating. I've had the worst cold and flu season this year. I've gotten sniffles several times. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm tired. Hi, Kamisha. What the hell? What the heck was that? Hi. Hi, the boy in blue. Hi, Sketchnificent. I just seen something jumping around on some damn phones. Hi, Vanity. Hi, Mar. Hi. Where's the, why can't I see the, oh my goodness. It's dark in here. I should have plugged in the thing first. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Michelle's daughter. Hi, Ronique. Wow, South Dakota. Hi. Hi, by any means necessary. I'm gonna put Jump in the Broom. I'm not sure where it is. Hopefully I can watch it without incident. It was supposed to be Jump in the Broom last week, but obviously we did not do Bees Bake last week because last Sunday was just a horrible day. So, Jumping the Broom today. I have a sniffle. I'm sorry if I sound congested. This cold and flu season has really been kicking my ass this year. I've gotten the sniffles several times. Which is why I was making that face, because I'm over it. I'm over it. Oh, they have it on Hulu, looks like, maybe? For anybody that has Hulu? I don't have Hulu. Oh, do they have it on Amazon Prime? Oh, you got an iPad? Yay. Oh, no, you have to do that stars thing. No, I don't want to do that. Let's try Crackle. I like Crackle. I sometimes watch stuff on there. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, you went on Groupon. Yes. That's where I buy everything. That's why I buy all my fucking electronics. They have the best prices. Well, except my new phone, which I got for free through Sprint. I hate when they try to make you subscribe to movie channels. I've already started off Black History Month, right? I sprinkled comment in the tub and walked off. Hi, Van Shoes. How are you? Jumping the Broom. A shot of wheatgrass. Where do I buy that? Where do I buy that? Where do I get that at? I'm feeling alright. Like, I feel okay. I just have the sniffles. I'm just sniffly, which is fucking annoying. Is there Whole Foods? Okay, at Whole Foods. Got it. Hi, Queen. And I have like the slightest slight cough. It's irritating. Shot of wheatgrass from Whole Foods. And February is always so busy because it's daily videos. It's just like, come on, sniffles. Now ain't the time. Jumping the Broom is the movie. I'm gonna start soon. Jumping the Broom. Gonna be in and out. Are you gonna be watching that football game? I don't even know when it comes on. I just found out that it was today, like yesterday, because somebody told me. That's the sauce right there. Sprinkle the comment and let it marinate. Sniffles are annoying. Take some ginger shots too. Same, I'm getting over a cold too. Hi, Alexia. Hi, Justin. Elderberry syrup, ginger shots. I'm writing all this stuff down because I'm going to go to the store tomorrow. Or maybe even today. Ginger. Hi Marcus. Hi Owen. Thank you. Oh yeah, Alexia won't be able to stay. Have to help my mom with this Super Bowl party. Yeah. Hi Seven. Yeah. I know that people have like stuff going on today, so I'm just gonna start. Jump in the Broom. I'm gonna watch it. It's fine for anybody that like isn't gonna watch or doesn't want to watch or whatever. That's totally fine. But I'm about to. I feel like when old people have a little sniffle and they have a little cough and they eyes burn and they be like, that's how I feel right now. I like Jump in the Broom. It's a cute movie. I watched it on TV recently, but I didn't see the beginning. I caught it like right in the middle. So I've been wanting to watch it for a while, and then we were talking about it. So I was like, we should watch it. So I'm about to watch it. Hi, Sponge Dummy. And I thought that this movie had a really cute cast too. Like it had Angela Bassett and Loretta Devine was in it, and Megan Good, and like it had a cute cast. Loretta Devine's friend is what's her name? That was in ATL and has been in like a lot of other shit too. Get this shit off of here. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye. Hi Warren. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling alright. I'm still fighting these sniffles, but it could be worse. I don't feel bad. You know how sometimes when you have like a cold and you just feel terrible and you just feel like shit, like not even like yourself? Luckily, I don't feel like that. But it's almost like when you don't feel shitty, it almost makes the sniffles and shit like even more aggravating. Because it's like, I don't even feel bad. Like, shit is just getting on my nerves. God, I get so many emails. Right, it's annoying. But, got my little blanket. I started it, so I'm watching. Nobody has to watch if you guys don't want. I know people are going to be busy today. Who is going to watch the Super Bowl? Who's in it? Somebody remind me, because I don't know. I've been told, but I don't really recall. Girl, he not talking about you. He's talking to his girlfriend. This is wild disrespectful, though. Like, Paula Patton's right there. Ain't shit. Hi, Line 10 Minute. Happy birthday, belated birthday. I did it again. Chiefs. Girl, you should just leave. Yeah. Just go. Chiefs and 49ers. I'm watching Jump in the Broom. This dude just played her to her face. And she just fucking hit this dude. I didn't didn't see you. I mean, you came out of nowhere. I could have killed you. Do you know that? She just hit a nigga. Jump in the broom, Warren. I'm not watching. My team isn't playing, so I don't care. Yes, have a great Sunday to everybody. I was feeling hungover this morning, but I ate some ceviche. Got me back to 100%. You was partying? Party! How does ceviche help with a hangover? Don't get me wrong, I love ceviche. I'm just wondering. Oh, it's on Netflix? Is it? Let me see. She's fucking hysterical. She's freaking out. I even have enough money to pay for dinner. I clearly owe you, and you can have whatever you want. She talking about she gonna take him to dinner because she hit him. I mean, she didn't hit him that hard. It's not on my Netflix. I mean, this would be a cool way to meet somebody. Maybe not the hitting a nigga part, because that might be a little traumatic. Yeah. I'm not watching the Super Bowl, but I am watching Jump in the Broom. I wouldn't have a picnic in Central Park. There's a lot of rats in there. What? I didn't see it on Netflix. That's not on my Netflix either, The Boy in Blue. I'm watching Jump in the Broom, Ori. I'm too old to party, just drinking at home. Oh, you're in France. Okay. So I guess outside of the US maybe. This is one hell of a first meeting story. He's pretty sturdy. He was fine. Right. He was alright. Hi, Tim. Oh, and you don't live in the USA either. Yeah, that probably is the reason. Hi, 2 Live. So she's moving to China? They're moving to China? I forgot this part. I haven't seen the beginning in a while. That's why I wanted to watch it, because when I caught it on TV, I mean, it was still close to the beginning, but I had missed the actual beginning. And I hadn't seen this movie in a while. I really liked her character in this movie, too, though. I thought she was, like, she had a cute personality that you don't really see that often. And Paula Patton can act, too, because she plays a stank bitch really good as well. Yeah, she was pretty likable. And she was like the rich girl. So it would have been easy for them to make her like a stuck up bitch. But instead they actually made her nice. Which I thought was like cool that they did that with her character. I'm watching Jump in the Broom, Tim. Have you seen it? It's like Paula Patton and this guy. I know you guys know this dude's name. This dude, the dude she hit. Loretta Devine and Angela Bassett. And Mike Epps is in this one as well. Yeah, I wish I had it here. I'd totally watch it on Netflix. But I don't have it. Laz Alonso, thank you. That's this man's name. What were you drinking at home, Warren? Too old for partying. Even back when I was too young to legally get into parties. Just not my thing. She was also pretty relatable with the hookup crap she dealt with. Yeah. Laz Alonso. I forgot he's currently starring on The Boys on Amazon Prime. What is The Boys about exactly? And she was taking it pretty good when she thought he was breaking up with her just now. For like, when he was like, I don't believe in the long distance thing. Mother's Milk is the character's name. DeBarge. If somebody proposed to me with a motherfucking DeBarge right there singing, I would definitely say yes. See, when I caught it on TV, it was like this part. Well, no, it was past this part. It was right after this part, though. Heineke. Oh, ew, vodka. Mm-mm. I don't drink light liquor. This was such nice opening credits showing black weddings. Tasha Smith, that's her name. I really like this movie. It's a harsh take on superheroes. Pretty much where superheroes are secretly jerks. The Boys is about superheroes and capitalism, basically. Oh yeah, Pooch Hall ass was in this shit too. From the game. It's really good. I want to watch it. Yeah, the opening credits are cool. I love the black marriage images here. The Boys is set in a universe where superheroes have been fully integrated into the apparatus of American capitalism and media. The superheroes all just fight crime for fame, endorsements, and whatnot. Nasir Smith, I'm no longer welcome there, so I don't know why you assume I left. It's very interesting to me that people say that to me. My time check, the credits just went off. 9 minutes and 20 seconds. My credits just went off. I mean, of course they put Bruno because, you know, Bruno was like honorary black around these times for some reason. Why? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know why out of all the Luther Vandross and that they decided to go with Bruno Mars. I mean, but I do know why. It's because like he was honorary black around these times. So of course they put Bruno Mars. You know niggas love Bruno Mars. They're obsessed with that dude. Her fucking white assistant was hilarious too. If you need another time check, yeah, I'm at right about 10 minutes exactly. They should have chosen an actual black singer. I mean, people really thought Bruno Mars was black, though. I don't know why. Well, let me not say I don't know why. Like, I'm not gonna say that when they made this movie, the person that did the music didn't think that Bruno Mars was black. Because, like, Bruno Mars was, like, letting people believe he was black. And a lot of people thought he was. A lot of people thought he was. Like, a lot of people. You'd be surprised. I was surprised by how many people that, like, thought he was black, and he was just, like, letting them. So, like, because the fact that they used Bruno Mars for this, like, intro is, like, so weird that I'm pretty sure whoever picked that song most likely probably thought he was, because a lot of people did. I don't know why. I mean, they just thought because he was like, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I guess because he had like his little Just For Me kitty perm with his fake afro, and he was like ambiguously brown. People just like really assumed he was black, and he let them. He was like, yeah. Yeah, of course. Are you black? I'm from the Bronx. That was like the response. Looks as if we have no home training. If you're pregnant, you can tell me. Why the rush? If you're pregnant, you can tell me. I mean, it does seem like a rush, but they are moving to China, so I can see both sides. Claire Dunphy, the wedding planner, she was well used here. I feel like even Paula's face and mannerisms scream sweetness. She's really good at acting. I think Paula Patton is a really good actress. I think she's really underrated. Like, I really do. I think she's underrated. I think she's very talented. I loved the movie that she was in with Denzel. The fucking the time travel one. I think she's really good. Do you feel like you can love someone if you've never met their family? Like her mom is saying? Do you guys think that's true? No, I'm not from the Bronx. I was saying that's what people say when you ask them stuff like, are you black? They'd be like, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from here. I'm from there. It's like, you know, you didn't really answer my question. I said, are you black? Loretta Devine as the fucking postal lady. Is it weird that they got engaged after 5 months of dating, or that they're getting married without meeting each other's family? Yeah, is that weird? I'm at 12:43. Loretta Devine is arguing with Tasha Smith. She just closed down the post office with all them people. She's mad. She's mad because Paula Patton sent her a text. She's pressed. She taking my son to China. China. Jason don't like nothing sweet and sour. Tasha Smith trying to be the voice of reason. Loretta Devine talks like my grandma. This is exactly how my grandmother sounds. You think you could, Mar? Yes, you could, J. Paul King. Sweet and sour! See, the boy in blue, you at the right place. You right about the same spot as me. What? Deja vu, yeah. Hi, Chris, fine. They do say that. Yes, I could, but I think it enhances when you meet their family and it goes well. I'm from DC, Chariot Man Gaming. I think that you should know where they came from, but at the end of the day, it's you and them, not you and their family. She's planning a wedding, Mama Chill. Loretta Devine and Jennifer Lewis are the mothers of Black Hollywood. Hi, Remy. Exactly, Warren. Are you black? I'm from Cuba. It's like, oh, yes, there are black Cubans, but that doesn't mean that you're one. I do like this setup, too. See, when I started watching it on TV, it was like around the part where Paula Patton and her mom, Angela Bassett, were like talking. So, like, all this stuff that they're showing right now, I saw on TV. I just couldn't remember the exact beginning of how they met. Brooklyn don't even look like this no more, y'all. How depressing. Yeah, I don't have to meet your fam, but what I'm not gonna do is get married 5 months in. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There are blacks and non-blacks anywhere and everywhere. Naming a place is ridiculous. Hi, Jim Portal. Hi. I'm gonna upload his link, Brimmy. I just haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, tell him I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Tell him I'm gonna do it. He think he a whole YouTube sensation. He is a YouTube sensation. Didn't you see all them comments that was like, "Ooh, look at the little kid getting it in the bag with his Fortnite dances." Isaiah, I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you? I like that she had the broom in the closet too. That she like kept it. Are you black? I was raised in PG County. I think you don't need to know the family to love the person, but marriage isn't only about love. I think depending on the family dynamic you want, you would want to meet the family earlier. I think that's a fair point, Square Box. And I also think that, oh, the boy in blue, I think you might be slightly ahead of me. Like slightly, because you just said her body is banging. And I think I just got to the part you're talking about right now. And her body is banging. And this underwear that she has on is really nice, too. I got the horse double parked downstairs. Yeah, he's definitely trying to get some. I think you're literally like 5 seconds ahead of me or something like that. Like nothing serious. And she did want to like know about the mom and like meet the mom. Like, she's just like different. She's just like ratcheted up here with the energy. Yeah, like he was resistant. I would say square box with what you said about like family and marriage. I agree that it depends on the family dynamic you want because some people like believe that whole like when you marry somebody like you marry their family. And you also have some people that feel like one of my best friends is like really involved with her family. Like they live right down the street from her mom and dad and they're like always look at you. He said I respect it, but it ain't easy. I mean, look at you. Um but yeah, so it's like my friend, like she lives on the same street as her mom and dad and they like go like visit her parents all the time and like there's some people that like that's the dynamic they want to have like with their marriage and like with their relationship of like marrying me means you have to be good with my family. And then there's some people that want a different dynamic of like me and you against the world. So it does depend on what are you looking for out of the marriage and the relationship. Say you're sorry. And she did it. Say you're sorry. I'm sorry, kind of, not really. The fact that she went along with saying sorry to his penis is hilarious. That's Shakespeare. Mm-mm. There's no Jude 3, no. No, no Super Bowl parties. Not that much rambling, Remy. I promise. There was quite a bit about Harry Potter, though, that I did. Like, shorten. I never got that marry me, marry my fam life. Now that feels good. That is a good one. See, it even seems like right now with like the meeting that they're having with the Reverend, like she's the type, she's the leave and cleave type, and he's the family type. Test you. This is like beautiful. They sitting on the beach in the beach chairs. You really got to feel someone out. That's so sweet. But even a soulmate can really test you. The Reverend is giving you some good advice, sis. Really feel someone out. And I'm not getting married before meeting their family if they're close to them because not everyone is. I'm a Pisces, so I want to marry a woman 5 minutes after meeting her. She played along. She's clearly the one. I feel like the deflective answer about blackness demonstrates people's weird and kind of bigoted conceptions of what blackness is. Like you can be black by proxy by virtue of checking off a set of ID boxes. Ooh, that part was a little loud. They sent the car to pick her up. See, like some people will be fine with that. Some people will be fine with like getting picked up. But some people would be like, no, you need to come pick me up personally. Look at Mike Epps. Mike Epps is hilarious in this movie. Hello. Hi, Richie. I definitely don't think 5 months is long enough to be getting married, especially when you haven't even met that person's parents. And yeah, I mean, that just goes back to people thinking of blackness as a concept. Like, well, like, being black is just like something anybody can be because it's like a concept. Like, oh, I'm oppressed, so I'm black. I grew up in the hood, so I'm black. My father wasn't around, so I'm black. I was on food stamps, so I'm black. Like, none of that shit makes anybody black. Ooh, called your ass country. Ain't nothing wrong with a little biscuit and gravy. Don't walk away from your future. Don't walk away from your future. Mike Epps is hilarious in this shit. 5 months is too soon, definitely for me. We need to date, get to know each other, be together for some years before even discussing marriage. You think you could or could not, Chris? I think I could get married in a matter of months, especially the older you get. Your love brain can do the analysis more efficiently. I mean, maybe if you're older, 5 months. I mean, but like when you're older, the concept of 5 months, like the concept of 5 months when you're 25 versus the concept of 5 months when you're like 35 is a little bit different. Versus the concept of 5 months when you're like 75 And 5 months might be all you have left to live. So why not get married? Like, definitely like where you are in life. But they're clearly young in this movie. Like, I wouldn't be getting married after 5 months if I was them too. But I kind of understand why they're doing it, because they're like moving to China. Because she got this job in China. I also like that the setup of this movie is that they're moving to China because she got the good job, not him. And isn't it like implied that they're like Creole or something? Because why do they speak French? Geneva, Claudine, Geneva. I'm at 25 minutes and 8 seconds. They never say it. They never say that they're Creole, but I feel like it's implied. Because also, like, Paula Patton's father in the movie is really light skinned, and he looks Creole to me. And they speak French. I feel like it's implied. I am. I have the sniffles. Yes, put these white people to work, Angela Bassett. Have them carrying in the luggage. Put them to work. Mm, 5 months is way too soon for me. But then again, I don't believe in marriage. I think I could at this point. Mm. Ignore the cream cheese grits, wrong text. The older you get, the easier you can feel people out. The more people there are your age who also know what they want and where they're going, and they ain't trying to play around. The daddy looked Creole to me. The daddy did. I need to live with you longer than 5 months, and we'd have to date at least a year before living together. Yeah, I agree. I feel like that's solid. I feel the same. I feel like I would have to date somebody for at least 1 year, at least, and then move in together, and then we have to live together for at least another year. Oh, Kyrie. Hi, Kyrie. Super chat. Black History Month 2020. Thank you. But I feel like, and then we would have to live together for at least another year before we start considering getting married. So that's at least 2 years right there. And I definitely do not think anyone should get married if they have never lived together. Because you do not know somebody until you live with them. You don't. You don't. Absolutely don't. Absolutely do not. Do you believe in soulmates? Because I think that's why they were able to get engaged so early. Because they were soulmates. I believe in soulmates and twin flames and all that stuff. But just because somebody is your soulmate or your twin flame doesn't mean it's going to work out. I don't think that it automatically means it's going to work. You could love somebody and it still not work. Like, you could love somebody to death and it not work for other reasons. Somebody said, like, earlier up in the chat that, like, marriage isn't just about love. And I totally agree. Like, marriage is not just about love. So somebody could be your soulmate and you could love them to death and a marriage still not work. Because, like, we were just talking about, like, maybe they feel one way about family dynamics and you feel a different way about family dynamics. Maybe they want kids and you don't want kids. Maybe they're the type that, you know, they want to go visit with their mom and dad every single weekend and you don't. Y'all could love each other to death, but it's not going to work with those type of, like, differences. That's really how I feel about that. And when you even start getting into, like, the legal ramifications of marriage, marriage is like a legal contract between yourself and the state, like, before anything else. I can see that. And that doesn't really have anything to do with love at all. 5 months is a really short time to get married. I'm not even signing a lease with a partner that soon. I need to know how we can function together in every way and see that we can stand the test of time before I promise the rest of my life. Things change all the time. Definitely depends on your own relationship history, but for the most part, I think early 30s is when you can solidly be like, okay, yes, no, yes, no. Okay, you. I also don't think that anyone should get married before 30. I think it should be like illegal. Like, I don't think anyone should get married before 30. You definitely shouldn't get married before 25 at all, but definitely not before 30. Kyrie coins. Belenas. People might have wild living habits that you don't get down with. Oh, you don't believe in soulmates, Owen? Life partners, but not soulmates. Living with someone can completely change how you see them. Marriage is tricky. Love is not enough. I tell my friend this all the time. Yes. And you can also love somebody and like not be compatible with them. Like all these other things get thrown in the pot. No, she didn't. I'd rather just date and get to know them that way. Is 3 years of dating too long, not long enough, or just the right amount of time to wait before proposing? 1 year of dating, 1 year of living together at least. So it has to be at least 2 years. So I don't think that 3 years. 3 years is long enough. I don't think it's too long. I'm not going to say it's just the right time because that's different for everyone. But I would say 3 to 5 years is like a good standard amount of time before you know if you want to get married or not. Or for you to know. Child, her daddy looked French Creole to me. Look, see? And he tried to put the French charm on her. I think Erykah Badu and Andre 3000 are soulmates. Date 2 years, move in and live 1 year. Nikki down 1 year, maybe marriage. Hi, Racy Cranham girl. You think Rihanna and Chris Brown are soulmates? Compatibility isn't always in line with love. Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet give me that vibe too. The soulmate vibe. Marriage is between you and the state. Right. Like, number one, marriage is a contract between y'all and the state. Which that has literally nothing to do with love. Like, marriage as a legal binding contract is a totally different thing. Here we go. No. Can't have my pie. Maid of honor in the house. And Megan Good was so cute as her bestie, too. I love this short hair on Megan Good. As long as you pay me in Moet. She's looking like... Nigga, you're not even the best man. Pooch Hall from The Game is the best man. It's called Stop Touching Me. Okay. No, she's not. She rubs her the wrong way in every way. Nothing this girl does will please this man's mother. It's weird I'd marry for compatibility before love. I strongly believe in soulmates, but I don't believe all soulmates are sexual. They have those bidets because they're full of it. This is the broom that Mike and I jumped when I got married. I feel like Loretta Devine was just... She was definitely hating. And she didn't want to accept that her son... didn't know... That her son didn't know how to, like, introduce her to them. She was hating. Because Paula Patton is trying to be nice. We're watching Jump in the Broom, Raise the Random Girl. I believe in a strong like. True love comes with time and commitment. Hi, Charlene. People get married to pay less taxes, too. Definitely not no teens. I've seen things. The movie's Jump in the Broom, Janae. Compatibility matters. You gotta meet your spouse's parents. We have very similar views on marriage. Many of my family had arranged marriages, so I view marriage very different than the Western standards. I think I'd get married if I was dating someone trying to get a green card or a work visa or something like that. I feel like soulmates as a concept seems nice, but falls in line with destiny. I like to think I make my own destiny and can love who I choose. She says she's a hugger. I think she hugs too much for Loretta Devine. She does. She just rubs Loretta Devine like the wrong way. Her whole personality, you can tell Loretta Devine finds it to be grating. Mm. Girl, I'm really proud of you. I mean, really, that anger management class must have really paid off. Me and my daughter's mother loved each other, but we weren't compatible. I'm surprised we stayed together as long as we did. We still love each other, just aren't good for one another. Right. And that's exactly what it is. Like, you can love somebody, but it just is not gonna work just because of, like, the people that you are. Because love is, like, the feeling, right? Like, the emotion. Mm. How long do I think is too long? I'd probably say anything over 5 years. That's why I said like 3 to 5 years seems like a good window of time to get married. Anything over 5 years, if you don't want to get married, if neither one of you want to get married and you're just in the relationship because it's working and you're happy with it that way, because not everybody wants to get married, not everybody gives a fuck, as like some of you have said. So, but if one or the other person or both people want to get married and you haven't done it within 5 years and you don't know why or plan on doing it, then you're wasting each other's time. I'm not against marriage, but I'm not rushing to get married either. If it happens, it happens. 3 is a good number. I need to see you at your worst emotionally. I need to see you mad, happy, sad. I need to know what I'm getting into. Everybody keeps thinking he got Paula Patton pregnant. She's not pregnant. I don't think she's pregnant, and I don't think Jason would appreciate you spreading that rumor. That's your role here, rumor police? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nigga from the game is the best man. Your cousin's hilarious. We put a lot on it, but it is indeed a contract to be recognized by the state. I also don't think you should get married without having sex first. Like, the whole setup of this movie, I feel like was a recipe for disaster. But how are you doing this? Erykah Badu, Andre 3000, Lisa Bonet, Lenny Kravitz give me the soulmate vibe, even though it didn't work out. I'm on the fence about soulmates. I think soulmates don't automatically mean the best love of your life and everything's fireworks beginning to end. I think soulmates help you grow up in love. Where'd this come from? The married one? Or the investment banker? Mm, mm, mm. This whole interaction they just had was hilarious. Look at this cute outfit Megan Good got on. It's not on my Netflix. Their accents sound Creole. To be fair, Loretta doesn't know that her son was blocking them from meeting. She thinks she's being phony. She's too eager. That's what it is, Raising Craning Bro. She's too eager, like a puppy. I think Loretta was just irritated at the whole situation in general. So now every little thing is killing her. Like when one person wants children and the other doesn't. That's why I think I want to really get to know someone before I agree to marriage. In this movie, they're getting married too fast. And I was going to mention that I'm not getting married until we've had sex. Sex is important. It's very important. Right. Like if Paula Patton and Lance Alonso get married right here and then they try and have sex. I always think of Sex in the City where Charlotte and Trey met almost the same as this movie. He almost ran her over. He like saved her in the street. And she didn't want to have sex. She was trying to like save it or whatever. And then the night before their wedding, they tried to have sex and Trey couldn't get it up. And then like the whole first year of their marriage, they were trying to like deal with Trey's like erectile dysfunction and the fact that he like couldn't get it up. And they were like going to sex therapists and they were like in therapy and like he could not get it up. And then finally they worked that out and they could have sex. And then he was like coming really fast. And so then they had to like work on that. And then they finally got that worked out. And they felt like they were in a good place in their marriage. And they decided to try and have kids. And then they found out that like Charlotte couldn't have kids. And then Trey was like, I don't even know if I want kids. It's like, see, this is why you don't rush into marriage. And this is why you definitely don't rush into marriage without having sex first. Because like, now you're married to this person and like all these problems that should have been at least brought up before you got married. Because then when Charlotte decided that it wasn't going to work and they had to get a divorce, now you have to like undo all this like legal work with the government and hire these lawyers. And there was this big fight with Trey's mom and they were like fighting over the apartment. None of that shit has to do with the love you felt, you know, when y'all first met. That's legalities and contracts and leases and whose name is on this and who's gonna get that. That shit don't have nothing to do with love. And people be like, but I love him. They're the one. All right. Okay. Good luck. Wishing you nothing but the best. Something just happened to my thing. Hold on. Come back. I'm buffering. My thing just stopped. And I'm buffering. I don't know what happened. There it goes. I'm back. I'm at 42:19. Hi, Ebony. I'm watching Jump in the Broom. You have to be sexually compatible. I'm loving Megan's hair. Wow. Wow. Jump in the Broom is the movie. Oh, I didn't know T.D. Jakes produced this movie. I know they just showed him. He was in it. People also think they could change people. They take folks at their word before trying to change stuff you don't like or agree with. I love Sex in the City and that storyline was great. It was good. It was very realistic and that's what Charlotte get. Because she was chasing marriage the whole show. And then that shit was not all it was cracked up to be. Look at young ass little Romeo hitting on Tasha Smith. He want that May December romance. She like, boy, please stop. It's not everything, but it's crucial. Boy, bye. Talk about something. I'll be a senior next year at Yale. Boy, if you don't, bye. We're watching Jump in the Broom. Sex and the City is like a great show. It's a classic. I try to watch it at least once every year in its entirety. Charlotte was all about that picture pretty life. Yup. She was like, this gonna be the year that I get married. And then she got married, and then she was in hell for 2 years with Trey. And ended up marrying her divorce lawyer. And then she had to like deal with all that. Like, it's my second marriage and this and this. It's like, Charlotte, that's what you get. You couldn't just let it happen. Look at Megan. She's so funny. Left you hanging. Exhale, girl. Exhale. Exhale. Whew. She's like, damn. Like, she don't want to eat the food. And Loretta Vine thinks they're bougie and uppity. When did you start eating oysters? Because all I did was write the check, Mom. No, you look at this. She feels like he's trying to be somebody he's not. It's funny, though, because the way that Loretta Devine is kind of like hysterical is also a little bit of how Paula Patton acts as well. You can kind of tell why he likes Paula Patton. Ma, you know this pool is beautiful. Stop fronting. Who eats oysters? You won't eat a meal without greens. No, I don't like Friends. My cousin loves that show, though. She is obsessed. If I get married, it's until death. Right, she ended up happy with the ugly guy, but she even tried to force him into marriage. She sure did, Vanity. She lost her shit. Set the date! Set the date! Harry was like, whoa, bitch, you tripping. And I think I bought a ring. And then he walked out and left her ass standing there stuck on stupid. I was like, yes, Harry, don't let Charlotte walk all over you. Charlotte had a good storyline. It was so realistic. Sex and the City has some of the best writing ever on TV, period. Love oysters. Megan been fine since cousin Skeeter. When she took her braces off, it was over. Yuck. Oysters are nasty and slimy. Haha! Look at Mike F's face! Now what was that? Mike Epps, well if that was a blessing, you going to hell. Mike Epps was giving the best side commentary in this movie. After tomorrow, it's on. I feel like Mike Epps would be me in this situation. If that was a prayer, you going to hell. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Y'all don't do the electric slide? What y'all do, the river dance or something like that? I love this whole scene. The dialogue was so funny. It's so cliche. Here we go. The bougie kind. The bougie kind. Here we go. An electric slide at a black wedding is just like jumping the broom. You're gonna jump the broom. Remember anger management. And she brought the broom. I like that they're showing this cultural clash amongst black people. Like, they're all black. Would a Jewish couple get married without breaking the glass? We're not Jewish. I didn't say you were Jewish. Ooh, look. Loretta Devine giving them a history lesson. Look, Harriet Tubman. He, this ain't a black history moment, Pam. And you would be proud of that. She said, Mama, don't say that. And you're proud of that. Paula Patton said, Mom, don't go there. See, these people just rub Loretta Devine the wrong way. You're black, okay? You're black. See, now they arguing in French. Oh, no, they're not trying to. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? I don't care what they saying in French. I know she talking about me. And Jason keep kicking Paula Patton. Like, stay out of it. You're black. I love this movie. I kind of feel like this movie got underrated for some reason. Like, this movie should have been, like, bigger. Because this shit is hilarious. And it's so realistic. And the dialogue is so good. Y'all know I'm a sucker for some good dialogue. Some good, realistic dialogue. Because half the shit you watch, people start talking, you'd be like, nobody would ever say that in real life. Would it be so difficult to actually consider jumping the broom? She said she gonna hit you in the head with a computer. I've heard that. Hi, here she come, Auntie. Like we rehearsed. Why did they rehearse this? I only eat fried oysters on Christmas morning. That's Janet Jackson's boo thing from the Anytime video. The writing on Sex and the City, right, Vanity? It was impeccable. I like fried oysters, not regular. Loretta Devine's character reminds me of my grandma. Me too, Jim. I said the same thing. She talks just like my grandma. Look at her singing, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Why is she whispering? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Get up, get up, get up. Let's get down tonight. This shit is hilarious. Angela Bassett is tired, y'all. Angela Bassett is tired. She's tired of the disrespect. Look at Mike Epps dancing. Why Mike Epps got on the shades inside? This movie's hilarious. Baby, you want to get this dress after she's done with it? And stronger. She's hilarious. Angela's like, this bitch. Yes. That actress is always over the top, and I love it. I loved her playing Essence Atkins' mom on Half and Half. That shit was hilarious. Angela Bassett's sister in this movie was something else. Time check, 52:15. Lil Romeo tried to push up on Tasha Smith. Hard as fuck. She's making a spectacle. It's 2020. We do the Cupid shuffle. This auntie, the boy in blue, this is a full auntie moment. Jason and Sabrina. She put their names in it. Jason and Sabrina get some sexual. I'm tired. I would have been like, I'm tired. I don't know what they saying, but I know they talking about me. That's my mama. Oysters are good fried, roasted, baked, steamed, boiled. Like bubblegum shrimp. I want to go to dinner with Loretta. Romeo just grabbed her thigh, like, wow. He was pushing up on Tasha Smith so hard. Pushing. I mean, Sarah Jessica Parker, most people find her to be the most annoying person on the show. I didn't find her character annoying personally, but even if you didn't like Carrie, the other three girls are great. Mike Epps is her brother, right? Her younger brother, Loretta Devine's younger brother, right, in this movie? And then Tasha Smith is her friend. Yeah, it was. And he's telling her about herself in a very nice way right now, Mike Epps. Like, that was wrong, Pam. I know, I've had several. I just started coughing yesterday. If it lingers, I'll go to the doctor. By any means necessary. I just started coughing yesterday. It's already a little bit better today than it was yesterday. Yeah, it's gonna be whatever. God don't like ugly, Pam. The brother of her husband that died, right? They're related somehow. Because he's telling her about herself right now. The two mothers on half and half were the best part for me. Auntie was trying to help them. Even she knew that no sex before marriage could be disaster. When she started singing Sexual Healing, I would have gone straight to bed. My mom and sister loved the show and loved Sarah Jessica Parker's outfits, and my mom always hated white people. Yeah, I've had an orange already today, Chris. I'm gonna eat a bunch more. I didn't find Sarah Jessica annoying either. Some of her storylines had me on the edge of my seat. Look at them slapping each other around. Just like in This Christmas. When Regina King and what's her name slap each other around and start fighting. Even rich people could get nasty. The storyline where Sarah Jessica Parker was cheating with Mr. Big and she got caught in his house by Natasha, his wife. But even before that, when she was dating Mr. Big and he left to go to Paris and he wasn't even going to tell her. And then he came back married to a 26-year-old. Oh my gosh, that was so made me so mad. But she was foul for cheating on Aiden and going back to him even though she knew he was married. Like, that was ridiculous. But that's how it really be. That's the storyline. That was her best storyline. That was her best storyline, Vanity. Like, and Paula Patton has a point right here. Because his mom was starting trouble. She's like, you're letting her talk to me any kind of way. And I like that they use that particular phrase. You're letting her talk to me any kind of way. Because that's something that we say. I'm saying you're a mama's boy. Does she know that you're out right now? Do you have to check in? Do you have a curfew? Are you allowed to be out past 12? Like, Paula Patton is making some real points. I don't think she's incorrect at all. Literally nobody is fucking with D-Ray in this movie. Because he's an asshole. And they specifically made him a very particular kind of asshole that we see in our community. They did not shy away from that, the boy in blue. And I like that it was included. That's some black language. I appreciated that. Also, Paula's hair looks amazing. She looks amazing in this whole movie. Hair, makeup, clothes. She was styled great. Everybody looked so good in this movie. Everybody. Why does D-Ray have on a jacket over a wife beater is the question. Or a V-neck. This was some layered writing. Very well done and some fantastic acting. Black excellence. I love their sparkling dresses. I love Angela in this movie. Even rich people could get nasty. Sis was correct to throw her drink in his face. Carrie was super foul for what she did to Aiden. There's some black language. I appreciated that. TJ makes better movies. Talk to them any kind of way is that black vernacular. She was like, you letting her talk to me any kind of way. Like, what the hell? Like, the fuck? That's how we really talk. Also, when old boy broke up with her with a post-it note. They were just giving that one. They gave all the episodes for New Year's, and I caught that one. Oh my god, Jack Berger makes me see red. Every time I think about that storyline, I just be like, God, that nigga was such a fucking dick. Number one, he was jealous of Carrie. He was jealous that she was a good writer and that she was successful. He had a problem from day one. He was insecure. And he took it out on her and he bullied her. And he treated her so mean. And then they broke up. And then he tried to come back. And then he fucking left a post-it note talking about, oh, actually, I changed my mind. And I don't want to date again. After he fucked her. I was like, oh, no. This is why bitches be on Snapped. And they kill people. Because if Carrie had killed him, I would have been like, mind games. Mind games. But Carrie was wrong for what she did to Aiden, so that could have been considered karma. Carrie knew that she didn't want Aiden, but she liked the way that Aiden wanted her. That's what it was. Representation matters, even assholes, every single body. TD did a much better job with this movie than others. Time check, an hour. He just told her that they're broke, they're out of money. She thought he was having an affair, but he's not having an affair. He's been hiding that they don't have no money. I love watching so many attractive, talented black people in a single project. I think he's a people pleaser. Jason in this movie, he allows Paula or his mom to make decisions, and that's what's causing the tension. Sex and the City had the tea. Unlike you, I worked for them. I mean, Angela Bassett was playing a bougie, uppity snob. This movie should have been bigger than it was. It's really good. Oh, you don't remember any of what we're talking about? These were like major Sex and the City plot lines. Berger was super jealous of her success. Who was Mr. Big? No, Berger. Jack Berger. He was a writer. They met through her publisher. He had a book. And I want to say they said he won a Pulitzer or something like that for his first book. But then he like couldn't write another book. He was suffering from writer's block. And then he got dropped by his publisher. And around the same time that all this stuff was going on, Carrie's first book got published and her book was doing really, really well. And he was jealous of her. And he would talk to her so mean and nasty and just gaslight the fuck out of her all the time. And then every time she tried to break up with him, he would come back acting like he didn't want to break up. It was a lot. It was too much. And then he finally finished his second book and he gave it to Carrie to read and she loved it and she said it was great. But she said that the fucking main bitch had a scrunchie and he lost his shit. Jack Berger lost his shit over this fucking scrunchie. Like I have never seen before on a television show in my life. He was like, oh, so you trying to say that my book is a pile of garbage? And she was like, She was like, no, I was just joking around that the main character had on a scrunchie. And he literally said, he was like, no, you're saying that you think my book is crap. And she was like, no, I'm not. If you've ever been in a relationship where you said something to somebody and they're like, oh, so you're saying this and this, and you're like, no, that shit is so relatable. Relatable. Like, the writing on Sex and the City was really relatable. Ooh. How old was I watching Sex and the City? I was too young to be watching it, but I used to watch it with my mom. Because my mom used to watch it. If you had somebody rubbing up on your little ashy leg, maybe you stop getting in everybody's business. That would have been a turn. I love watching Snap. Cougar, 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 cougar. Aiden was Carrie's fiance that she dated after she broke up with Mr. Big. And Aiden made furniture, and he was obsessed with Carrie. I never liked Aiden. I know people like love him. I never liked Aiden. I thought he was needy and clingy, and he wanted to make Carrie into somebody that she wasn't. And Carrie was trying to be somebody else for him because she felt like the person that he wanted her to be, I don't know, was like a good person or something. So she was like trying. He wanted her to, like, you know, stay in a cabin in the country and wear an engagement ring and all this shit that wasn't Carrie. Aiden was so white bread. I called my mom and she said I could stay out as late as I want tonight, so don't be a brat. Shut up, look at your shirt. D-Ray is a bad influence, and they like don't shy away from the fact that he's a bad influence. And you are giving the wrong idea to this young buck right here. He prefers a more seasoned woman like Tasha Smith. He don't know why y'all are following around behind Paula Patton. You gotta leave the childish games behind you. So dude was Twitter before Twitter. I didn't like Aiden either. You like Derwin's shirt? Raisy Cradle Girl? Jason, get your manhood. They're like the equivalent of like the devil and the angel. And D-Ray is like the devil, and Derwin is like the angel on the shoulder. This guy is so gross. Remember when Carrie went off on Big because she was moving to Paris with the Russian? Yes! Some of the best dialogue ever. Some of the best dialogue ever, Vanity. The part where she says, what? Do you have some type of radar? Oh, Carrie might be happy. Let me swoop in and shit all over it. Everybody has said that at least once to an ex. I don't care. Everybody has said that to an ex at least one time. Like, do you have some type of motherfucking radar for me that you see that shit is going good for me, so you just have to, like, come back and ruin my life? And then she says, and you know what? You can drive up and down this street all you want because I don't live here anymore. I was like, yes, Carrie. Put that man in his place. And yes, they are all up in the kitchen working with no clothes on. He got the boxers on. They got the legs out. They got the legs out. Fun's out. Buns out. He got the shirt unbuttoned. The wife beater out. Like, That's okay for her, but he's at work. That's unsanitary. I don't like Aiden either. Look at Mike Epps. I mean, I know you ain't got your private parts out around all this good food. Yes! That's why I said the boy in blue. I feel like Mike Epps' role in this movie would be me. Like, I would be this character, his character. I love Mike Epps in this movie. I know you ain't got your privates out around all this good food. And I know you need to get some Vaseline, some something. Knees look like you've been praying in some chicken flour. Mike Epps is absolutely right. Tasha Smith is why I like Why Did I Get Married and Jill Scott's husband. D-Ray was invited because he's family. He's the cousin. He's his cousin. So he got invited. But he probably didn't even think D-Ray was going to come. Because in the part when they was having an argument about why D-Ray wasn't the best man, he was like, we're not even friends anymore. Like, everything I invite you to, you don't even come. He was like, when I got my promotion at work, I invited you, you didn't come. When I, like, bought my house, I had the housewarming. He was like, the whole block came, and you didn't come. He probably didn't think he was going to show up. I do remember this. She said no woman from NYC who was raised there will wear a scrunchie. Yep. And Paula Patton had a point right here, too, where she was like, are we getting married too fast? Are we rushing into this because of China? Like, this scene with them talking is very realistic. I thought this movie was really realistic and well done. Jump in the Broom. Them flowers are in bloom. He's at work, flirting with the customers at work with his pants off. I hated the Russian most of all, too. He was emotionally abusive to Carrie. Like, that shit he pulled where she was going to her party and he stopped her from going to the party and asked her to come to the installation, and she went to the installation, and then he, like, abandoned her. And then he wasn't even sorry. He was like, well, this is what I do. You just have to deal with it. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, hello? Like, I'm a person. I'm here in this relationship. He was so selfish. He was really selfish. And he really embarrassed her in front of her friends, too, the Russian. And Miranda never liked him, and she was absolutely right. Lil Romeo is really following Tasha Smith around this island. I felt like that when she gave Big the business, the writing. That's some of the most relatable dialogue ever. Or what, do you have some type of radar? Carrie's doing good. Let me swoop in and shit all over it. I was like, damn, I felt that. Ouch. Everyone deserves an uncle like Mike Epps in this movie. I guess I could see that if he thought he wasn't going to show up. Funds out, buns out. Yeah. Oh, you're at the right time, Mar? It's the day of the wedding now. An hour, 12 minutes, and 4 seconds. They're getting ready. They're, like, setting everything up. Oh, and it looks beautiful. When one of my childhood friends got married, she got married in, like, her parents' backyard. And they had a setup kind of like that. They, like, rented a tent. And they had them, like, set the tent up in the backyard and the tables. And it was really nice. This is a pretty bedroom. Paula Patton's bedroom. See, she just said, oh, this was Grandmare's. And Angela Bassett said, her Grandmare. They have to be Creole. We could view this movie on a commentary on rushing into things, expectations, keeping secrets, interpersonal relationships, clashing cultures and backgrounds, etc. Also, when he downplayed Samantha's cancer, yeah. And she specifically said, like, my friend could die and that scares me, and I need you to be a little more empathetic and compassionate. And he was just like, I'm Russian, we don't do that. Come on now. You know Angela got the guns, Crazy Crazy Girl. You know it's always a gun show whenever Angela Bassett is in a movie. Since she played Tina Turner. I mean, not everyone wears a bonnet, though. I don't wear a bonnet. I've never worn one, even when I had straight hair. I never got into them. I do have a scarf that I occasionally wear, but I also have satin pillowcases. Because I don't like wearing scarves or bonnets. I don't, well, I never wore a bonnet, but I don't really like wearing scarves. I prefer to sleep on a satin pillowcase and call it a day. Do you think that she should have exposed this shit that she's about to expose that she overheard? Or do you think she should have just let it go? Or do you think that he had a right to, that they like had a right to know before the marriage that Angela Bassett wasn't her real mom? Oh, when I had dreads, it was a free for all. I didn't sleep with nothing. No scarf, no bonnet, no satin pillowcase, no nothing. Boy, do you know I could snap your little butt in two with all these curves? Like, he is pushing! He is pushing! Crazy Crazy Girl. And Tasha Smith just tried to walk away again. And he specifically said, like, why do you keep running away from me? Like, she's actively avoiding him. And he's pushing up on her hard as fuck. I just use satin pillowcases. I don't want nothing on my head while I sleep. I definitely don't wear a do-rag, no. Little Romeo is my spirit animal in this movie. Really? The damn lip lick. Look at Mike Epps with this cup. Mike Epps is so adorable in this movie. That's Spanish. Un poquito. He actually about to talk to her. I'm not a fool. And I'm not a scientist. But I do know some things. Oui, oui. Because she just called him a fool in French. Mike Epps is showing, like, the correct way to push up on somebody. And not be a creepy stalker, you know? Like, he comes and goes. He says hello to her. He says good morning to her. He says something cool to her. And then he walks away, you know? He's not, like aggressively scaring her. Look at him collecting the oysters. He's much smoother with it. I agree. Mike Epps is doing it correctly. He shows interest and doesn't stop. This little romance between Megan Good and Gary was cute too. Gary the cook. She's like being a little vulnerable. You said, why are his titties out at the beach? He's collecting oysters. He got one of them suits on that you wear when you go in the water. You never seen on the back of the cranberry juice bottle, they have like a bunch of people wearing these overalls, standing in the cranberry water. I don't know what they're called, but People also wear them to fish. He just so happens to not have a shirt on under it. Yeah, if he got them big clam diggers on, why not a shirt? Right. Now, the fact that he doesn't have the shirt on under it is, I don't know. He hoped Megan Good would come find him, I guess. I don't know. And they stay there. And they stay there up, down, up, down, up, down. He's got a half gray, half black Jerry curl. That table had literally all the carbs. I love it. She ain't heard a word. Touch football, pretty boy. You call that touch? Yeah, I touched you, didn't I? I think the idea of motherhood is so limited in the West. Paula Patton was raised as Angela's daughter, so she's Angela's daughter, period. Why does she really need to know if her biological mother was an active part of her life? That's fair. That's fair. So you don't agree with Loretta Devine, who seems to think that they should all know before the wedding? I do love Mike Epps. I have a soft spot. Auntie should give Little Romeo a chance. Oh, no, Mike Epps. Auntie should give Mike Epps a chance. Yes, Auntie should give Mike Epps a chance. Gary is fine. He looked like a kid with no shirt on. Just keep the clothes on in the kitchen and around the food. I know you don't have your private side around all this good food. He knew she was coming, wanted to give her a show. D-Ray's a super hater. What if she needs a kidney? So do you think that it should be known before the wedding? You think it should be known for something like that? Like if somebody gets sick or something? Well, I might be buffering there. I'm back. Just for me, sure, some people should know. But for me and my family, no, and not at a wedding. She should have told her when she became an adult, not at her wedding. It seems like an attention grab. Mike Epps is a seasoned player. He's doing it right. How they have time for football on the day of a wedding. I know some people, that was like a thing in Meet the Parents too. Maybe like some people like to play a little football on the morning of a wedding. I don't know. It's like a thing, I guess. At some point, a person ought to know. You never know what happens. Loretta, ooh, this scene. Jason? Who hurt my baby? Who hurt my baby? She gonna talk about something. She wanna take him to the pediatrician. This part was funny. He was running. I'm about to take you home. Where, to Brooklyn? I can call you pediatrician. Pediatrician? Man, this grown man don't need no pediatrician. Mike Epps, see? You going overboard. Like, Mike Epps was really the voice of reason. The dress that she wanted Loretta Devine to wear, right? Isn't it a nice dress? Beautiful. Beautiful dress. Loretta Devine was really just hating on Paula Patton this whole movie. Like, it was a nice dress. Buff. Uh-oh, here we go. Your family. Here we go. Oh, you don't even know who your parents are. Oh. Ask your daddy who your real father is. She was way out of line. She was way out of line. She was only saying that because she was angry. And on the day of somebody's wedding, that's way out of line. You just blew this girl's whole life up because of what? Exactly. Right. She wanted to hurt her and it was mean. That was not her place and it came from a place of malice. Look at how she's looking at that girl. I think it was inappropriate for her to tell her. She should have stayed out of it. She was out of line. I've done that in 2 weddings I was in. The ceremonies were later on. You did the football thing? So it's like a thing, right, Chris? Like, them laughing is funny. Them laughing in the kitchen was nice. Because they're normally fighting, these two sisters. What's wrong? Is there something you need to tell me? It should be discussed in private, but everybody business all out in the open now. Might as well. Keep talking. Tell, tell me that this lady's crazy and that she's making this up. Tell me the truth. Are you two my parents? That was a really nice touch with having them have a nice moment before the shit hit the fan. The moment was nice. A calm before the storm made the fallout all the more powerful. And now she's lurking around to see the fallout. Angela looked precious winding over the water. Even right now, her auntie just said, like, your parents were already married. It made sense for them to take you. Like, she called Angela Bassett and them, like, her parents. I mean, but it is, like, this is, like, a black people family secret. Like, your auntie really your mama? She was, like, a teenage mom, and she had an older married sister, so they just, like, gave the baby to the sister and passed it off. Like, this is a black family secret right here. Are you happy now? She did have a point. Like, you wanted to wreck my life. Are you happy? Look at Megan Good in her velour tracksuit. It's for sure a thing. Yeah, like the football on the morning of the wedding. It's like a thing. I know it's like a thing that people like to do. I think someone should have told her at some point, but Loretta Devine didn't have to tell her right before the wedding. She lurking. They are her parents, but they all should have told her before the wedding and before she was moving to China. That ponytail swanging. God definitely didn't tell you to do this. Right. Like, you just blew up her life. Like, Mike Epps. That's still your mama now. I got this. All right. Right. God did not tell you to do this. Like, if that was a prayer, you going to hell. Like, God did not tell you to do this, you liar. You and that little girl been dating for 6 months. She thinks she too good to come across the bridge? No, she doesn't. I wouldn't let her. Can you understand why now? Because you act out. Because you act a fool. You win. She gonna ruin her relationship with her son, pulling some shit like that. I'm not sure they ever planned to tell her, although Auntie wanted to. A beautiful countryside for a sad moment. This really is a cultural thing. I just found out about my bio dad in August. Mike Epps is the GOAT in this. Mike Epps is great in this movie. God did not tell you to do this. Who's God? Not my Jesus. Mike Epps the GOAT. I feel like he's being so nice. Not gonna lie, I'd be cussing up a storm. He's acting because mama's bugging. He's still being respectful. Show's over. Go about your business. He's still being respectful and nice. That's admirable. That would have been a deathbed secret. Weddings and funerals always bring out that deep, deep family dirt. Yeah. I wonder why. Is it just because the family's all together for the dirt to come out? Or why do you guys think that is? Why? Why? Racy Kratom Girl said, you know why. Why? Is it just because the family's all together? Or why do you think it is that funerals and weddings bring out the family dirt? We're watching Jumping the Broom, but we're more than halfway through it. What was that? Yes, you did. It slipped out. You know that. You ought to feel terrible about this, Pam. It's real funny how people like to apologize after they do something bad. It's real funny. See, you got your Bible, you praying, trying to make up with God. Mike Epps is putting her in her place. And fix your wig on your head. Wig all crooked. Fix it. Fix it. On the football thing, I'm sure it's a thing, like having the bachelor party the night before. Those that have the best time management do it. At funerals, it's safe to talk because the dead person can't reap the punishment. They're protected by death. High emotions, liquor, different black people, overeating, dirt's gonna come out. Mike Epps was just wise throughout this whole movie. He was correct from start to finish. Yes, he told her, fix your wig. Unique Cinemagic, and fix your wig on your head. You causing all this ruckus, and you causing ruckus in a crooked wig. Straighten that thing out. Boom! Right, out the window, Racy Kratom Girl. You got knocked the fuck out. Tasha was like, okay. Hi, Zafuri. The movie is Jumping the Broom. Romeo won her over after all. Fix your wig means fix your life. Right. That's what he was really telling her. Get your life together, wig. Angela Bassett still got dressed. They still got dressed for the wedding. I wouldn't start making the calls yet either. This is such a beautiful setup for a wedding. It really is lovely. Fix your wig means fix your whole life. I guess it's like the high emotions, definitely. Like, emotions do run high during weddings and funerals, and people just be saying whatever comes to mind. And I guess during holidays, too. Because during holiday time, be stressful. People just start bugging out. This movie is really nice. She had faith that the marriage would happen. I agree. This whole thing is completely lovely. How old is who supposed to be? There's finality during those times. Also, they are getting married fast, and everyone seems to be having whiplash. Yeah. And Auntie's the one that found her. Like, she's the only person she wanted to call. Every funeral I've been to, there's been a knife pulled. People feel like they won't get another chance. There's also sanctity involved with both, so people are feeling their guilt. Jealousy runs high too. I think that people try to front, create new identities. So some people may try to call you out like you a fraud, you ain't all that. I think they're supposed to be Creole. I think we're supposed to think they're Creole. And their names are like Claudine and Genevieve or something like that. Like, how old is Paula supposed to be? Uh, I would say late 20s, early 30s. Because she said that she got pregnant when she was 16. And obviously, they're supposed to be a little bit older now. Like, they're obviously supposed to be a little bit older now. Fell in love with a married man, girl. So they just cleaned up your mess, huh? Yep. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Mom and dad, they just took you. They cleaned up my mess. And nobody in the family ever spilled the beans. Nobody in the family ever said one word. Even though they all knew. Yes, those are the kinds of names that French Creoles would have. They act a lot like my Creole fam. Trying to hold off the embarrassment of making the calls that the wedding wasn't going to happen. I'm sure there was some of that too. I think the look on her face meant that she was sad but hopeful. She wasn't processing what happened. I see this sort of thing with rich people. I'm glad they admitted it. They kept it real. They had a blood pact. Black people could keep a family secret. Right. Because it's like Auntie came home 16 and pregnant. Everybody knew. Like, the grandparents would have had to know. Like, everybody in the family knew. And then when Sabrina was born, they just gave Sabrina to Angela Bassett. And they were just like, we just all never going to talk of this again. We're never going to speak of it again. Sabrina, breathe. Your hysterical self. He know how to deal with that hysteria because his mom. Poor girl. It's too messy now. I don't know who I am. How can I marry you? Paula Patton was making some fair points. Like, she was making some fair points throughout this whole movie. Paula Patton and Mike Epps, both of them were asking some pretty solid questions throughout this movie of like, what are we doing? Would you put the mama out the wedding? Like his mom? For what she did? I probably would. But Sabrina's nice. She wouldn't do that. If he could convince his mom to chill, I'd let her back in. But if she didn't, I don't know. Because what if mama did not get it together? That's why we need a Mike Epps to tell her to fix her life. Paula was very logical and sound in this movie. Even when they had that other fight and she was like, are we rushing into it because of China? Like, she was asking all the right questions. I would have seen this as a personal attack. Like, she hated me. She gotta go. So you wouldn't let mom come back to the wedding even if she apologized? Raise the Kratom girl? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I could have went along with the wedding on this day. Like, I just found out that like the people that I thought were my parents my whole life are not my parents. And not only are they not my parents, my auntie that I have been close with, that's like my favorite auntie, is actually my mom. And everybody in the whole family knew. And everybody was just going along with it. I don't know. I might have needed to like go see my therapist before I just like went back home and put the dress on. I would have needed like an emergency therapy session. Paula Patton does look nice here. Very understated glamour. Yeah, that's a lot to process. I would have seen this as a personal attack. Like, she hated me. She gotta go. She gotta sit in the back at the wedding. Even though she left a note, Mama was dead wrong. But there was also a lot of misunderstandings. Weddings are too much. I ain't reading that note. Let Mama attend the wedding and sit by her damn self. I would have missed that note. That is a faith shaker. It's a lot to process. Right, exactly. The boy in blue. Like, Paula Patton is an angel for this. And she like went and got the mom and was like, no, you should stay. Like, Jason will want you to be here. Paula Patton was like a very sweet girl in this movie. She had like a very sweet disposition. She's a damn angel for this. She is the one. She ran out in her wedding dress. It's understandable. That's so the black family. We will fall out and curse each other out, but still no one will feel the family secret. Exactly. Like, Angela Bassett and her sister, they didn't even like each other. Like, they was arguing the whole movie, but still nobody ever spilled the family secret. Like, nobody. They even still invited her to the wedding. Because even when she showed up, Angela Bassett was like, why didn't you respond to the invitation? And she was like, well, I know the mail is tricky on the island, so I just came. Like, they even still invited her and everything. Everybody was just like really acting like she was the auntie. Nobody spilled the beans. Until Loretta Devine just so happened to overhear it, and she spilled the beans. She's too damn nice. Mama would have been in Brooklyn. I would like to think I would, but I don't know if I'm this good of a person. I do understand why some people just go to the courts. She did have a point. Like, she don't know who she is with this new information. How am I going to marry you when I just found this out? Me and my family fight like cats and dogs and love each other and come together all the same when it counts. This is how you do a cameo. This is so cute and sweet. I feel like crying. I didn't even know that T.D. Jakes produced it until one of y'all just told me. It's like, it is very cute that he's the one playing their minister. And he said, even a soulmate will test you. Mom getting the FaceTime wedding. This is very cute. And it is a beautiful setup. I mean, I can also understand being like, I mean, we already paid for it. And it does look nice. We might as well. T.D. Jakes hit gold with this movie. Yeah, I don't know why this movie, like, wasn't bigger. And she had Amy bring the broom. And this dress she wanted Loretta Devine to wear was so nice. And Loretta Devine was pitching a fit over that too. She was just pitching a fit over everything. Yeah, the broom, and they jumped it. I don't know about getting married outside, though. I know that's like very popular, but I don't know about getting married outside. That's a lot of like outside action, dirt and bugs. Look at Auntie little short mini dress. Look at Mike Epps running up on Auntie. Like, I think they're supposed to be older. I feel like they're supposed to be older. Mama was just mad. Nothing will please her. Except for jumping the broom. What if you trip on the broom? I mean, I guess you'd be embarrassed. That just makes me think of Sex in the City. Charlotte's second wedding. Everything went wrong. Not your business. Not your business. No outdoor weddings for me. You can't control the weather, wind, cold, potentially rain. Too many factors. Getting married outside is a no-go for me. I got asthma. She did. She dropped the email. And I also thought that, like, because you said there are a lot of cute couples in this, I thought they did a good job of, like, juggling the cast. Like, we repeatedly see, like, Mike Epps, like, talking to the auntie, and we, like, repeatedly see, like, little Romeo trying to get at Tasha Smith. And we, like, repeatedly see Megan Good and, like, Cookie. So by the end, when we kind of, like, see that getting resolved, we like, oh, look, they're so cute. You are smart. She hid money from this nigga. That's why you sometimes gotta hide money. You are smart. I'm glad Angela's husband wasn't cheating. I feel like that would have been too typical. If this was a Tyler Perry movie, not only would he have been cheating, he would have had AIDS or something. It would have been something so to the max. To the extreme. Ladies and gentlemen. They did a very good job of having us get to know such a large cast. It was a nice touch. The pacing was really good. My best friend's wedding was outdoors, then indoors, then outdoors because of the weather. Weddings should just be inside. He fit in that suit. Always secure some money. Right. He would have been sleeping with her niece or some shit. They would have been abused. You better compensate that man in white. And he would have been sleeping with the wedding planner who is now pregnant. Right. It would have been something so extra. Too extra. This movie was just the right amount of extra. See, they doing the Cupid Shuffle. Because the electric slide is dated. So they're doing the Cupid Shuffle. TJ doesn't seem to have the same animosity that Tyler does. A magical amount of extra. It's like the hokey pokey for black people. Look at the white assistant trying to push up on DeRay. DeRay's like, excuse me? Look at Auntie. We all know Pooch Hall is Derwin. That's all I think when I see his ass, too. Exactly, Raising Kratom Girl. That was his whole role in the movie. To be the fuck boy. And like I said, I'm glad that they didn't shy away from that. You waited for Melanie to show up. If Tia had a cameo as his date for the wedding, it would have been nice. It's a jam. See, like, even the music choices in the movie that they, like, chose after the opening song leads me to think that, like I said, this was around certain times when certain artists were passing as black when they were not. Because it just seems so random. The end. Now it's roll credits. Angela Bassett, Paula Patton, Laz Alonso, Loretta Devine, Megan Good, Tasha Smith. This is a good cast. D. Ray Davis, Pooch Hall. It would have been too cute. That would have been cute. Because they never show who Pooch Hall's like girlfriend is or anything. He's just like the best man. He's like the new friend. Yeah, her name was Blythe. The Curtis Mayfield. A very good cast. This was a nice movie. Yes, I like this movie. So, next week, it's going to be Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins, which was recommended by Alexia after Jumping the Broom. Yay! Mar got to watch a whole movie and didn't have to cut to work. Have it on DVD. Love this movie. Yeah, I like this movie a lot. I feel like Jumping the Broom is like a really cute movie with a really nice cast, and I like the plot line. It's not like too over the top, like nobody dies or gets sick or anything. So I like this movie, and I think that the characters are really fun and interesting and different. And I'm glad we watched this one. Yeah, feel good movie. And it was like a wild as hell week, so I'm glad that we were able to do a nice feel good movie today. Next week, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Maybe I'll have something to eat. But it's definitely going to be Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. So, see you guys next week. Thank you again, Kyrie, for Super Chat. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. I won't be eating oysters. You see how you have to take everything too far? I'll see y'all next week. Bye.